Oh yes, welcome to today's video everybody. In today's video I'm going to be sitting down with our client for our most recent project here. You can see we've got a nice 3 metre by 2.4 metre garden room here that the client uses as his home office, and he's going to be giving us a real world review of what it's like to deal with us as my home project and how this home office has changed the client's life really. Buckle up and enjoy this video.
So the reason we were looking to get a garden room was that we've recently had a newborn baby, and we thought that maybe we would be able to work, because I work from home in the house, but found very soon after having them that that wasn't going to be the way, and that we would need our own space where I could work there. So the idea of getting a garden room suddenly really appealed, and we kind of went from there. And kind of almost fortuitously, we discovered that there was a project going on in the neighbouring town in Stenning, and we went to go and check that out and reached out to my home project, and everything went from there. I think I was amazed at how quickly it actually got put together. I wanted to kind of take a photo of each day, and I kind of realised that actually this is going to be a really quick reel or something, because it was just done. I think the only hold up was just due to the weather, and we're amazed that we got this built at the end of October, beginning of November, and going up against the kind of elements that they were able to put this together pretty quickly. There was a few really rubbish days of rain which kind of almost stopped things, but you always found a way to work on something else to keep the process going. So it's really impressed with that, and just again, like with the team on site, just very friendly. We felt comfortable with them around, and they were always kind of just checking in and saying, is it okay to do this and that? It's very polite, which just again made that whole experience very professional, and made us feel kind of comfortable with that. Yeah, I think it was a really nice, easy process. It wasn't too convoluted. It was, we contacted, reached out to them. We had Sam who came round to have a look at where we were thinking of having it designed and put and built. And then very shortly afterwards, we received a quote with the designs. And then what we really liked were the additional elements that we can consider adding on. With that, the different variations of how you could have in the interior, we wanted that plastered or just with a standard kind of setup there. So yeah, the whole process was really nice and easy. It was all sent through, and everything was handled through my home project, which made it also equally easy, especially when you're trying to manage life with a newborn as well at the time. So it's like, we're trusting you guys and that. So I think from when they came by, had a look at it, we received the quote, we kind of considered some of the other options, whether we potentially went bigger or smaller. And then eventually when we came to to that idea of what we wanted, we discussed that with my home project, and everything kind of fell into place from there. We were given other tips and guidance from them when they came by, and it was great that when they came on site and started to build, that there was always a bit of communication going on, constantly like mentioning things that we could do, what we couldn't do, should we have the plugs here or there, which just made the process just a great experience.
Nice. So you're using this as your home office, essentially?
Correct.
And have you got internet and stuff in here?
Yeah, so the whole thing's set up. We've got internet in there, which is all running from the mains in the house, which all got set up by my home project, which was super helpful, because we know that some people can build and design them themselves, but we just didn't have the time or energy or brain power to even begin to consider that. So having things like the electricity, like the lights, all set up for us, it was incredible. So we went for the option of the painted kind of SIPS on here rather than the plasterboard, just because we wanted to get a bit more of a budget option, because obviously mine's a bit tight, having a new family and stuff. We feel it has worked really well due to that, because it gives us that kind of Scandi industrial feel with it. Yeah, I think the end result looks really great, so we're very happy with it. One of the features that we really like, and we did spend a bit more on, is the lights that are outside. What we've got is like this app so we can switch them on and off. And that is super helpful because if we're sat in the back of the house and we've left the lights on, we know that we have to go outside and go and switch them off. And being able to switch them on and off, it just lights up the back garden, makes it look really neat, makes it look really kind of professional out there. And when it's raining and terrible weather, it's really helpful just to switch them on or switch them off through that. When the garden room got signed off and complete, and that's another thing, is they had specialists come in, the electricians, to sign off everything to make sure everything was safe. So that was really important. We get a certificate through that. The minute that was all done, I was able to move in here really quickly. And it was incredible how much space that gave within our own household. Once you move a desk out and the computer, and all of a sudden I'm able to have this place where I go and work, and then at the end of the day I switch off and then I go back, into the comfort of my house without having that kind of work hanging over me, which has been something that we've really enjoyed, and we've really enjoyed using the new space that we've gained through getting this garden room. I would certainly recommend my home project to anyone who's considering this. As I say, for those that are struggling, to operate in their households, or they just want the space out there, I think these guys are great because they've got some great options and they're great ideas that you can work with on there. It's very easy to go to a garden centre and pick out something and run with that. But what my home project does is it adds so many other elements that you sometimes don't even think about. Making sure that it is sturdy, that it is constructed in a sense that it is stable, adding those extras of having the electricity, the internet, all of these kind of really key things. If you've got the budget and you want someone to do it professionally, these definitely are the guys to work with. We've been really happy with the result.
Oh yes, there we go everybody. You have heard it from the horse's mouth, as it were, a client's review of the experience with us at My Home Project. Don't forget to see other reviews from other clients on our Google reviews, and don't forget to get in touch if you would like a garden room of your own, whether it's a sauna, a home office like this one, a granny annex, any sort of structure we can help you with, design, build, get you through planning if need be. We've done music studios in areas of outstanding natural beauty, so we can help you with every step of the process, from the architectural stuff all the way through to the project handover. So yeah, do get in touch. Instagram is My Home Project UK, and our website is myhomeproject.co.uk. Thanks again for joining, and we'll see you in the next one.